Hey yo, what's poppin', Femboy Army? It's your boy again. It's Kira, I don't freaking know. Call me what you want. So today I was feeling a little ticked off by something, and I've been feeling like this for a while over this. So I just kind of want to get my thoughts and feelings out there because I just. So right now you may be asking, well, what's so bothering you? You're such first world problems, okay? Well, yes, it is first world problems, but we'll get to that, okay? But before we get into that, just make sure you guys are subscribed, turn on notifications, all that great, awesome stuff, because not a whole lot of you that watch these are subscribed, so go ahead and do that real quick. Comment down below what you want me to do or say or... But yeah, I'm just going to get into this kind of rant type thing. So I just want to talk about Rpc Studio today. Now, if you don't know who they are, they make Spider-Man suits and that kind of stuff. They specialize in Spider-Man. And they are very known in the community for Spider-Man cosplay and stuff. They're very popular. I don't know why, because after I tell you what I'm going to tell you, it's going to boggle your mind too on how successful they are. A lot of people in the Spider-Man cosplay kind of side of things here, especially on YouTube, they highly recommend Rpc Studio. Yeah, I'm just going to go through here and just show you some things that I just really question. Alright, so here we are on the Rpc Studio website, and... Yep, it's a website, okay? It's a website. It looks fine, okay? There are a lot of things with their products that I just have an issue with. And I'm gonna say it outright here. They cost way too much for what they're selling. And I'm not really just talking about like the RPC paint suits. I can understand the rationale behind those. I know screen printing, it's a lot more of a tedious and labor-intensive process. So I can understand that being higher, but it's still a bit high, but whatever. But I just want to show you their normal dye subsuits, kind of like the ones you get off Print Costume or Hero Stein. So I'm just going to go over to that real quick. Now here we have one of their standard dye subsuits. It took me a minute to find it because they like bury their normal dye subsuits under the RPC paint suits, which as you can see here, this starts at $250. Now keep in mind, this is a dye sub suit. So it's not screen printed or anything. This is just like a normal dye sub you get off of Print Costumes or Hero Stein. No options or anything. So here you got your custom tailoring stuff, which is free, which $250, it better be free. Like you got the shoes and all that stuff. Now you don't get too many options here. You get a ton of options for the mask. So depending on what you do here, you can get like no mask, you can get the attached mask but with no lenses or anything, and then you go all the way down to a detached mask with a zipper with a face shell and magnetic lenses for $200. We'll get to the face shells in a bit, but yeah, you got fog-free, glossy, and all that stuff, the zippers and all that stuff. You can get webbing puff paint, and you can also get an embossed front symbol. Now, I don't know if that means it's three-dimensional. I don't know what embossed quite means, but that's $300. Just the symbol is $50, and this is only for the front. You're not getting a back for this, okay? Print Costumes, okay, I know this one for sure. That usually costs $30 for both. For both. And they look great. And then you can get like a screen printed hexagons texturing throughout, which I guess that's cool. And an additional option here, which I'm going to also complain about. You can get the web cartridges alone for $50 to put on the suit. And you can get the web shooters for $90. One second. You see this? You see this? Do you see this? I just get rid of this here because this does not come with the web shooter. But you see this? Oh, look at that. Look at that. It looks sick. All right. And I also got 6 extra of these babies. So I got like 8 total web cartridges. $90. You got all of that just for the price of just the web shooters. I swear, these prices are just so they're just so unnecessary. And I emailed them too. I emailed them if they even have colored fabric options for their dye subs. They said no. $250 for a base suit. It's just printed on white lycra fabric, and you're not even given like the option to get colored fabric, which colored fabric is leagues above white lycra. Okay, it's leagues above it. And I know they have colored fabric too. That's what they use for their paint suits, but they're not gonna use it for their dye subs. Huh? For $250, I'd almost expect you to use colored fabrics to begin with. Not as an option or anything, just how it comes. I got my homecoming suit with like all the shebangs and stuff like that, the attach mask and everything for $200. And that was with colored fabrics, 3D emblems, leather detailings going all around it. With this suit, you get none of that. None of that. You don't even have an option for the leather detailing going around the suit or anything here. You don't get that. The only thing you can get that's three-dimensional for the suit is the symbol. And unless you consider like the lenses too, but their lenses are just, yeah, like, if you're getting a dye sub Spider-Man suit, like most people would, like I do, then go get it at Print Costumes or Heroes Time. Do not waste your money and time with freaking Rpc Studio. You're gonna get high quality stitching, high quality materials, and high quality printing at a much, much lower cost at those two other sites. It's almost like a scam to me, because like, it's not a scam because you get what you see, but it's a scam to me because it just costs way too much than what it's worth, you know? Like, if you get it somewhere else, it's still made with good quality, but it's not. But, yeah, I heard their printing's really good, but I don't think that warrants the price whatsoever. And yes, I'm not trashing, like, the people who work there or anything like that. I'm sure, like, they're hardworking people, and they do the best they can, and they just go into work, and they do what they can, and they are hardworking people. But this is just on the company. But let me just show you something that really sets off my clown alarm, okay? So look at these Faceshells. $200, okay? Carnage with the teeth, okay? Teeth, I guess, raises the price. I understand that, but $240, $190, $190, $190. That's not even with shipping or taxes. That's just a bit. Okay, so you see that Far From Home shell? Okay. It looks like it could be like a $100 face shell, right? Not a $200 face shell, because you see all that. You see what the actual face shell's made out of, right? This is what it's basically made out of. It's basically just craft foam. You can buy craft foam at like Michael's for less than $1 for one of these sheets. So you can get like a couple of these sheets, spend a couple bucks, get some freaking glue, and then like cut it up. And like, you can get stencils online for this too. You can make your own face shell out of these for less than like 20 bucks. And like, you get that for $200. And those lenses aren't even that accurate. Like, I'll show you accurate lenses, okay? They come RPC comes very, very close here, okay? The shape of the lenses as well, they're alright, but I've seen some actual like pictures of it on the suit, and for some reason it just looks a little off to me, especially with like how thick, I don't know why, but like how thick the white mesh that they use is. I don't know why, it's just off-putting, just something about it. And also this face shell here, you can get a kit like I did. Just, you have to paint it, you have to sand it, paint it, and you also have to paint the lenses, you have to assemble the lenses, get your own magnets and stuff. But the kit itself, with all the materials that you'll need to like assemble it and everything, it probably costs like, well, the kit itself was 80 bucks. All right, a few minutes in the future, Kira here. I just want to rub a little more salt into the face shell wound that I'm opening up here. So on top of like my face shell, like coming with those lenses and everything, like, and everything like that for like much less, it also comes with 2 additional pairs of lenses. So it comes with 3 total pairs of lenses, okay? My face shell here comes with a closed, like, squinty eye for like focusing and that kind of stuff. It comes with a pair of these, and also comes with a pair of like what I like to call the what the fuck lenses. So yeah, it comes with the wide open shutter ones as well. So like, getting free lenses. You're getting free pairs of lenses with this thing too on top of that. It's just, that just makes it even worse. I'm getting free pairs of lenses, a whole face shell, for less than what RPC is charging for some foam. I'm sorry, I just had to bring that in here. Okay, back to it, man. That's just too funny for me. Like, that's just fucking funny. So, I probably spent like $30 in materials to put it together. And some of those materials I can reuse over and over, like hot glue and stuff like that. So, and the paint as well. I can use the paint on multiple other things. So, you're not gonna, like, this was like $120. If you get a finished one from him, I think it's $180. It's still cheaper than Rpc Studios over here with the $2 craft foam. Like, come on. This is a joke. This is a joke. You can make this at home. You can literally make this at home. And if you have trouble like making the Spider-Man face shell at home, there's like tutorial videos on YouTube. You got a guy, Cosplay Apprentice, who even like sells the stencils and stuff that you can trace. And they're not very expensive at all. All you need is just some foam, the stencils, cut it out and everything, and just watch the tutorial. I'm not really good with that stuff personally, so I'm not really going to try it. I know I can't, like, it's possible to do and everything like that, but I just don't, like, I'm just not very, like, crafty like that. But for people who are able to do it and who are willing to do it to save money, just do that. Just do that. Like, and then you got, and then if you see Sean's crafts video, he also sells, like, the stencils for the face shell, the lenses and everything, and you look at what he made. It is so accurate for, like, what, like, all the materials that you're using. Like, just do it. It's cheaper overall, and you're gonna get a more accurate product than this. Like, it's just clownery to me. And my face shell that I'm waiting for TJack, that cost me $180 because I had the Portugeek assemble it for me. The kit alone is $80, okay? I just didn't feel comfortable bending the lenses to the face shell. That's the only reason why I had it assembled. It's still cheaper than Rpc Studios, because that $185 or $180 price tag was with shipping included. And, like, that was tax, shipping, everything. Like, I will never, ever endorse getting one of these face shells. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Like, the only thing they got going for them is custom sizing here. But that's it. Like, and with those custom options I said about, you can actually, like, manipulate the files and stuff. They even tell you how to do it. Especially in Sean's craft video, he tells you how to manipulate the file to get it just right to your head shape. And one thing I will say about buying face shells from most other places, it's a bit of a gamble if it'll fit on your head. I know I've been playing the gamble for a bit. I'm hoping the TJack face shell is like the last thing I have to gamble on, and I can just use that and just stick with that. Because the PeterParkerIndustries face shell, it is a little big, but it's super accurate. So it's kind of a shame that's a bit big, but it is what it is. My head's weird, okay? It's just kind of how it goes. I will say a little bit about the screen printed suits, okay? So, if you get a screen printed suit from Rpc Studio, it's only going to be really good for, like, photo shoots. I would never take it to a con. Because, one, you spent all that money on just a spandex suit just with some ink on it, okay? That's what it is. And second of all, the sheer, like, properties of screen printed ink and all that stuff. If you're, like, going, like, hot areas, like, outside in the summer, like in San Diego Comic-Con, or in, like, Orlando, or, like, just wherever it's, like, 90 degrees, like, 80, 90 degrees, and you're going to be sweating, that paint is just going to come off. Like, you, especially under the armpits I've seen, even if you wear an undersuit, it can still come off. Rubbing it will come off. Using your hands, it will come off. Like, there are so many ways that the screen printing will just come off and will just peel off. It's just like, after one hot convention, the suit's basically ruined almost. $700 for a one-time use at a con? Nah. Like, again, the only, like, good thing to use them for, really, is photo shoots. so that way they look cool. That's about it. Because if you use them for stunts, you're just gonna accelerate the lifespan. It will die quicker than a mayfly after it has fully matured, because they literally cannot breathe. Just like, yeah, they look cool, and I understand why they're so expensive, because like the work that goes into screen printing, but I just don't see the point in buying one if it's just not gonna last. Like, yeah, like, look, this looks really, really good, but it's not gonna last you very long if you use it at like a con or something. It's just not. Like, that's just how it goes. There's no way around that. It's just so sad. And if you really want RPC paint something, okay, let's see. They sell just masks, okay? Not $100 for a mask. All right, let's go see why it's $80. It's, I mean, like $100, okay? So you look at it here and it's like, oh, that looks neat. That looks pretty cool. Trying to look at the back here and why there's like missing webbing almost, but whatever. Yeah, like look at that big gap, bro. Look at that gap. Bro, look at the stitching. It's not even 100% aligned, bro. I'm gonna nitpick this because you're spending $100 on a mask. This is base, by the way. Now, it's not $100 with those lenses on it. It's $100 without a face shell or lenses, and it just has eye cutouts. Now, if you want lenses attached on the mask to where you look like an absolute fool, that'll be $50 just for the lenses. Mask with the face shell and lenses, that's an additional $180, so you get 10% discount on the face shell and lenses if you buy the mask. So you're spending, let's just see if it'll come up here so I don't have to do math, $280 for a mask. And if you want to go even further down the money hole, you can get both the fog-free and glossy lenses for an additional $60, which brings your grand total for a fucking mask to $340 for a mask that the screen printing is just not gonna last, especially with the moisture in your mouth and it getting on the mask, and then it just degrades the printing, and it... I am not bashing screen printing in any way, just to say this. I believe this is just Rpc Studio screen printing methods and how they do things with it. A really good screen print will last you a very long time and is very strong. So that's, yeah. I'm going to have links in the description for like everything I talked about, like the face shell videos I talked about to make your own, the people who make the face shells that are like a lot higher quality, because like the TJack face shells, that's made out of vacuum formed plastic. It's strong, it's flexible, it's not going to break on you, and it's just very high quality material. My Peter Parker Industries face shell that was fully 3D printed using 3D printing plastic, which it is very strong, it is very durable, and it is like the toughest material you can make a Spider-Man face shell out of, pretty much. And you're just getting foam for this. It's sad. It's so sad. I'm just gonna have like all the links down in the description for everything that's like an alternative to this, because this is an absolute clownery over here. I'm gonna get so much hate for this because I'm bashing on Rpc Studio, but nobody has talked about this. I feel like I'm the only one who is bothered by this, and I have talked to a lot of people, and then I realized I'm not actually alone, just no one wants to talk about it. So I'm gonna be the guy to talk about it and get all the hatred. So I hope you appreciate that. And if you have any inquiries about my hatred towards Rpc Studios and want to voice your concerns, you may also email my business email at kirakayaofficial@gmail.com. And yes, this is spelled correctly on the screen. And one last point I want to bring up here. The production time for these things are just absolutely insane to me. Especially for like the dye subs. Because again, you can get a suit with a lot more options on it from other places, and it'll take shorter time to get to you, like this mask alone. So let's just get rid of the options, see if anything changes. Okay, so production time just for a mask, 4 to 8 weeks, 2 months you could be waiting on a freaking mask. That is just sad. Okay, let's go into the suits here. Dye sub, 4 to 8 weeks. You'll probably have to wait longer too. Just saying. Now, it's weird how the dye sub suits takes just as long as just a mass as just having some 3D printing on it. So, and they're not having to make the 3D printing screens like every time. They have these things like probably in the back rooms or something. They got everything ready to go because this is like one of the things they specialize in. This is like one of the only websites you can get fully screen printed Spider-Man suits. And then, well, let's talk about how long the screen printed Spider-Man suits take. Okay, so let's look at this now redundant and inaccurate No Way Home paint suit because the official look just dropped. It looks freaking awesome. I'm waiting for LDS 3D to make this updated pattern so that way I can get a suit made with that pattern and then go on an absolute freaking quest to find somewhere that will do the printing of the lines on shiny metallic fabric that is movie accurate. That is going to be fun. Let's just see how long this takes. 8 to 12 weeks. I mean, I get it. It's screen printing. It's going to take a lot longer. Probably going to wait longer than that because usually those are very generous wait times from what I've noticed from these companies. That's usually very generous. So it's probably going to be much, much longer than that before you get this. And again, it's fully screen printed. This is a whole suit that's screen printed. So yeah, it's going to take a bit longer, but you're probably going to send your grandkids through college before you get those. And no, we're not talking about like Spidey Plan or anything either where it takes a year. No, this is made by a small team. Spidey Planet stuff, he makes the materials himself and then sends it to Elfit and where he assembles it himself. So it's not really a small team doing that, and that's why it takes a year. This is a small team doing this, and it takes that long. So, whatever, I guess. I don't know how the processes are exactly done for this stuff, but all I know, at least for the dye subs, I don't think it should take that long. Unless, like, you're backed up and busy or something. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy my little rant/therapy session here. Just me trying to wrap my head around RPC Studios. And if you guys like disagree with any of the points I brought up, or you have like anything you want to point out that I missed or I'm like wrong about and you can like prove that, please tell me down in the comments below. I don't want to look like a complete idiot about these things. I just want to make sure that I am correct on a lot of my points here. And if I'm wrong about them, I want to own up to that. And yeah, I just want to make sure that like the correct information is getting out there. So I'd also take the time just to look in the comments just to make sure like I'm said the right thing and like people who like know a little more about it, that they can justify some of this stuff, even though there's no way you can justify those Faceshells rationally. I'm sorry, it's impossible. Even the dye sub suits that cost that much, that doesn't even have the option for colored fabrics when they have color fabrics for the paint suits. No, I don't see any justification for that. So, yeah, again, if you guys got anything to say about that, leave it down below. I'll read them. I'll respond respectfully. And yeah, I just can't recommend RPC Studios, and I don't see myself in the foreseeable future like getting anything from them, because I can get like the same stuff of same or higher quality elsewhere for much cheaper. So unless they want to send me something to prove me wrong, RPC Studio, you watching this video, you want to prove me wrong, send me something, bro. Come at me, bro. Come at me. We'll set this record straight, man. That's pretty much all I have. I just wanted to rant about that stuff. So yeah, just subscribe, turn on notifications, all that for more Spooderman and just other random content I hope you enjoy. That's on my channel right now if you want to watch those after this video. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and hopefully I won't be ranting like an absolute madman. Actually, no, wait, that's actually pretty fun. I hope I did. Anyway, goodbye, touch grass, eat ass.